ye mateys, good tidings, for it be Talk Like a Pirate Day. I don't know if I have more to say. Avast! And what we have to talk about on the list of notes of the new trailer, appropriately for Talk Like a Pirate Day. I cannot keep up the voice the whole time, I am sorry.
How dare you must walk the plank.
I know. And what we have appropriately is some updates about Pirate Sora. And then I mean we have you can't it's completely washed out. This is like a full page of stupid trailer notes. Last time it was like not even half a page. Oh
where
crap.
are we now?
It's cutscene time.
Yup. The floor is kinda unsteady. I can hear the ocean too.
I know. We must be inside a ship. I will never stop being War Machine Donald.
Well, we'd better find a way out. But which way do we go?
Whack.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who are you?
She's a fucking fairy, dumbass. What do you expect?
Maybe she's trying to help us. She's a fairy. Looks like you're right.
Oh, they did figure it out. Okay. Okay. Just not Sora, because he's the...
He's Sora.
He's Sora.
Sora learned Glide.
Oh, yay. Haha! Hello, North Carolina friends.
Hello, North
I'm
Carolina.
enjoying ARG and all those general pirate noises. Yeah, no, what I was saying before cutscene o'clock, first thing we can talk about from the trailer, I didn't even write this down in the notes, because I only wrote down, like, this is just plot notes. I didn't write down gameplay notes. Big gameplay thing that seemed to pop up was Sora was in his pirate costume in not Pirate Land. Which I thought was pretty exciting. It looks like it might be tied to the fact that he was summoning the Kraken or his Keyblade, another gameplay thing, summoning the Kraken. Who let Sora just summon tentacles out of the ground? I don't know. I have concerns.
These are so much better to fight than everything in Atlantica.
Yes, Atlantica is the worst possible place for us to have had to fight. Sorry. We spent the last several hours leveling up to prevent what happened last week. Hopefully things will be on track, no problem.
We may have maxed out the map cards.
We may have maxed out the map cards. Yeah, getting right into loot. Oh my goodness. I ate too much pizza.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Getting right down into it. Chess! At the extended version of the trailer, as we saw, Sojourn wants to ask, hey Ven, how did you lose the eye?
I'm sorry, my name is Zaya Brigven. And it's... Well, I mean, you see my glasses. Clearly, I was trying to fix things and it didn't. Alternatively, accessories. Alternatively, Vanita stabbed it out.
That's what I'm here for. Maiming Ben.
Quote of the night.
Quote of the night.
Only just
see, you know what?
4 minutes
you know what?
in. Quote of the night.
I was going to talk about chess, but speaking of maiming Ventus, on the subject of Vanitist maiming people, let's get right into the big things. There was so much in the extended version of the Big Hero 6 trailer, like the amount of just like images per set, like different cuts per second of just like smack you in the face information was quite potent, and we have some potential answers to the Aquanaut situation. and that being the scene with Vanitas apparently just kind of murdering Aqua. There are a couple scenes in like that once you pull them apart and assume the correct sequence for them, make more sense. We keep seeing Darkling Aqua, Aquanort Aqua, Grimdark Aqua. You have fucked up Aqua, however you want to call it.
Mickey left us from...
Mickey fucked up Aqua.
Yeah.
I think that's the correct one. Mickey fucked up Aqua.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. And, we know about that. My phone has very slight noise. I fucked up. That's like the last thing in the chain of events of what I think we were shown, because we saw a scene with not, like, still normal Aqua getting tossed around like a goddamn ragdoll by Anthem, and he was in that shot, he was in the corner, but it was him and the Unguardian. And then we see Vanitas about to coup de grace her in the Land of Departure / Casual Oblivion. The air is...
I'm sorry, just... Sora learns teleport.
Yeah, he's a Windy Boy. He's inherited the Windy Boy gene from you. Or me.
Or...
I'm the teleporty asshole.
Or Zigbar.
This is before he met Zigbar!
I'm making a joke on Zigbar right now.
Oh, no. No.
This is how you cosplay Zigbar, right? No, I need it.
Anywho, the scene with the crackling, I'd say air, but more like fabric of reality. It looks like in an attempt to get to Ventus, Vanitas just went, alright, I'm gonna stab this bitch until it turns back into the Land of Departure and I can get to my boy. And I'm like, I guess you can do it that way, and because of that, and in that scene she's still normal. It's likely that what we see in the Realm of Darkness is straight up her Heartless. That has additional questions and concerns. She still is definitely tan with the white tips and the yellow eyes. And while the yellow eyes I can attribute to Heartless, the darker skin I don't know what to do with, but I don't know if that's just makes the gradient of the parts of her skin that are now actually black and Heartlessy look more natural, like, not like color palette wise, it is a better visual design to have that color gradient than like her radiate into pale as the moon. And
also, didn't Anthem the Wise get dark skin?
No, that was a disguise. That was his disguise while he was trolling for you.
Okay, I wasn't sure how much of Diz's, can you stop that, you stupid Heartless? For the love of community.
But yeah, so that is, she is almost definitely that is almost definitely the result of whatever Vanitas was doing. That is not mutually exclusive to Nort, although the Nort situation is like an entirely other thing we have to talk about now because of the, we can't hold all of these Norts problem. And I guess I'll segue into that point. We got 13 Seekers of Darkness right now. By assuming all people with yellow eyes, and in this instance not counting Aqua, we have seen 13 people who, in orange coats and have yellow eyes, who appear to be working for the organization, being Master Nort, Baby Nort, Red Nort, Blue Nort, by which I mean Xemnas and Ansem, Zigbar, Iza, or Syax, Potato, Luxord, Larxene, Marluxia, and Vanitas. That's the 10 that my other hand is off camera, the 10 that we have from old chess, from the first trailer chess, and, like, the previous trailers, and this trailer has added Vex Endemics and Repliku, which, 10 plus and, that's 13 assholes in black coats with yellow eyes, so although the Demix thing, I have not seen it. I have been assured that someone has managed to find a clean screenshot with his eyes open enough that we can confirm they are yellow, although the point of the trailer was seemingly trying to avoid showing us his actual eyes. But on top of that 13, we had some concerning things, like Terra, Nort being in a cutscene, Aqua, Heartless,
and Chess!
And Chess, well, Terra is the chess problem. Roxas in an organization coat in a way that's relatively concerning. And, you know, other things. Circling back around to Chess, the opening thing is, of course, Baby Nort saying checkmate, moving a piece in, and that piece is,
no.
I'm sorry, you have been trolled by barrels.
Which organization member can I blame this on?
All of them.
That's fair.
I want to say Dylan. Anyway, the chat not liking the Roxas shot. The chess, he says checkmate, he moves a piece in, and that piece is Terra's keychain. All of the pieces around Sora we can identify as 9 of the 10 members we actually know. With Zigbar, like, kind of probably Zigbar off in the corner. And not seeing the pieces for Vexen, Demix, and Repliku. There was also a shot later. It's really zoomed in, so a lot of, and it goes really fast, so a lot of people miss it. I missed a lot of things the first 5 times I watched it because of how much there is. He's in and he's holding his face like that. And you can see enough of his clothes to see that it is actually Terra's clothes with the shorter bangs to know that it is Terra Nort. And the hair being white, indicating that the Nort half of that. I am confused because everything up until this trailer has been hammering home the idea that Xemnas is just Terra, and so having Terra separate from Xemnas would make sense because Sora and Roxas, but also confuses me because contrary to what they were formally implying, and so I had been led to believe that Terra as a separate acting individual wasn't particularly going to show up in that form, but it looks like he does.
Oh no. It's the wrong room!
Rude! Rude! Sojourn. Ienzo's dad count slowly dwindling down to 0 again.
I'm gonna drive to North Carolina and punch you. So that was the Terra stuff. Let's talk about the, Oh dear. I need to stop fighting everything. Make me stop fighting.
Stop fighting everything. We just spent hours training, so you shouldn't have to do that? Well,
but because we spent hours training, I'm
it's
like...
autopilot?
Autopilot.
I'm sorry. So speaking of Vexen and Demix, one of the scenes we see involves Demix holding someone over their shoulder in the same, like, for lack of a better word, body bag that Ventus showed up in the beginning of VBS. Only they are a very large-sized person, and I can definitively say that that person's size is, like, somewhere between Marluxia and Vexen, which, like, really only leaves, like, Marluxia, Xemnas, Vexen, like, maybe Axel or Luxord-sized humans. Dylan and Alias are too big. Someone else, like, Larxene, and they're too small. Although Ienzo was there.
Is it just me, or are all the rooms starting to look the same?
It is a ship.
Maybe we're just going in circles?
Some help she was.
Punch him in the nose. I think you might have ruffled their feathers, Donald.
The question I ask is, whoever's Peter isn't going to be Hook unless you want me to do both.
Oh goodness. I don't know. What do you think?
Tink, what are you doing? You aren't supposed to bring the pirate with you. I don't know how to do Peter Pan voice. I'm sorry, guys. This was a mistake. Stay back, pirates! Or this will be your last fight you pick. What's the big deal? We're not pirates.
Sure about that?
We're only here. Also, like, Sora loves being a pirate. I would just like to say, Donald, you're objectively lying. We're only here because... ... why are we here, Sora?
Huh? How am I supposed to know, Donald? Goofy, what do you think? Gosh, beats me.
Okay, I understand. Sora, Donald, and Goofy, right? I guess if you were real pirates, you wouldn't get lost on your own ship. Plus, you're dressed funny. There you go again!
Wait, so if you thought we were pirates, this must be a pirate ship.
That's right, you're trapped inside the Jolly Roger. Ship of the old codfish, Captain Hook. Well, if we're trapped, that means you are too. Me? Don't be silly. No one can capture Peter Pan. I'm just laying low until it's time for me to spring my plan.
What plan is that?
The pirates kidnapped my friend Wendy. She's got to be somewhere on the ship. I didn't expect there to be so many pirates on watch, though. I sent Tink to look for a way around. But all she found was you.
I bet I know what Tink had in mind. If we all make a big enough racket, we can distract the pirates. Gosh, you must have read her mind. So how about it? Let's work together, at least until we get above deck.
Well, why not? Of course, I could save Wendy myself. And I could if I wanted to. I'm sorry, there is a song that is just I could if I wanted to. Continue. I'm sorry. But you guys look like you'd be stuck without me.
I'm gonna slap him.
He's an asshole. He's Peter Pan. It's his job. Do you have any manners? My obnoxious triplets are more well-behaved than you are, sir.
Donald is so angry.
Donald is so shocked.
Oh goodness! Hi.
The North Carolina kids are yelling, "Come at me, Ben! Put up your dukes!"
What?
From your earlier threats right down there. And hello to Christian, questioning Donald's dialogue choices. That wasn't amusing enough. Cutscene, I forgot what we were doing.
We were talking about
We were about to talk about
bag.
Vexen, the body bag. Appears to be a body bag, appears to be a large person-sized body bag. Given that another scene we see set in the same room immediately after appears to be Ensign the Wise talking to Ienzo, it could technically be Luxord, but like there are wrinkles on his jowls.
Or Gemix could have gone to the realm of darkness and gotten Ansem the Wise.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming was in the body bag. He ends up sitting and was like, I brought Ansem. Remember how much you hate him? Let's all go back to the old music. Or something like that. Like, I mean, that could be, I'm just assuming that was Ansem in the bag, and, Bago Ansem, Bago Diz. And then he talks to Enzo, who has issues because he got murdered when he was 8.
Yeah.
Ansem the Wise is back to ground his son. Thank you. We later see a scene with Vexen and Demix talking, where Vexen says, and I quote, I wrote this down, it's true, this plan was his idea. And that implies obviously implies they're up to something. My assumption means, my assumption is that means they're going undercover in the organization and not actually intending to help Xehanort or something along those lines. that plan could have come from Ienzo. It also could have come from Zemnis. So ow.
Would you stop?
Oh, that is probably is the mic echo coming from the TV or from us feedbacking into each other's mics?
Am I too close?
No, you need to not move. I need to move my mic.
Okay.
Because you're now leaning off camera. It's on the other side today. I'm just going to move this.
I could be actively talking into your mic.
You are talking into my mic, I think
sorry.
is the problem. No, it's I usually put it on the other side. Anyway, we got a section, right. So the assumption that there is some treachery in the organization might help explain the aggressive surplus of Organization 13 members. Since there are more than 13 possibilities, especially since another scene that was in there was Ansem and Zigbar talking. Ansem says if he wanders off the path we lay, we destroy him, and Greg says, but then we have to find another vessel though. And then the camera, like, it appears to all be a part of the same cutscene. I know trailers cheat at this sometimes, so this might be misdirection, but it then cuts to slow zooming in on Sora. Like, at a camera angle that implies they are standing on a roof watching him from above, talking to Hainer Pentanolet. So, that implies they're talking about Sora, considering him as a vessel still, which, you know, there's precedent
Oh,
for
goodness.
Dream Drop. You keep picking Looming. You know Looming is the one where they chase you.
Wait, where am I?
But, you got them seemingly assuming that Sora, you know, them still counting Sora as a vessel, and, seemingly. But they also obviously have a pile of vessels already, and also in earlier trailers, you know, they were like, we'd rather have Roxas than you, frankly. Oh. And, so that's that unfortunate thing. Let's talk about, let's see, what else do we got on my list of things? Let's take a serious lore break for a moment and talk about cell phones. Let's talk about interdimensional cell phones and selfies and Sora just being gay. Because interdimensional cell phones, it appears that Ienzo just made everyone interdimensional cell phones. And there was that adorable scene where he's like, Riku's calling me! And then he answers it and it's Ienzo and he's just so sad. Oh hey! Welcome to our new viewer, Golden Pelt. Am I reading that right? Yes, I am. And I have to agree, he got that 7G signal. And using the powers of science to send selfies to his face. I'm sure both Riku and Kairi are getting a full stream of just, oh my god guys, I found this cool thing, look at this cool heart, look at this cool plant, look at this cool shoe, why is it attacking me?
What emotion is shoe?
That is true, everyone in the gummy ship was sad that it wasn't Riku. It was quite adorable. Christian asks, does he have Tron as his Siri? I hope so. If he doesn't, it either needs to be Tron or like the Jiminy's journal. I'm excited to take random selfies with Sora at various points. I am especially excited, as appropriate for the day that is today, to take some piratey selfies of Sora. Arg.
I'm being a good boy, I'm still picking HP.
Thank you for being a good boy.
Even though I really want to pick,
If you beat the
CP.
next boss, you can start picking CP again.
Okay. I'm being punished.
Oh.
It's my Gatorade.
I am so glad someone made a transparent selfie, selfie template.
Yes, I've seen the memes, they're so good.
I am glad that is the new meme. I am excited for this.
It came out within the hour.
Good.
It was fantastic. Where the flip am I?
We got, going back to serious lore time again. So speaking of Roxas and Lee, the last two shots of the trailer are Lee crying the most beautiful, reflective Square Enix HD tears I have ever seen. Immediately followed by Roxas pulling his hood down while facing away from the camera so we can't see his eye color. These are very obviously things not happening in the same place because Lee is clearly in Twilight Town, and that scene is probably like him meeting up or reuniting with Roxas in some capacity or something. But Roxas is obviously in the Badlands / Keyblade graveyard.
I did it! I cheated!
You cheated, but then
I
you
didn't
failed.
succeed. And I'm probably going to fall off the ladder. I tried. Well, this just goes to show you kids, don't cheat. Nothing good comes of it.
Oh, God, that was just the veniest PSA. I don't even...
Veniest, isn't that,
So that was
when
the
Ven
V.
and Vanitas, isn't that the final boss fight of First by Sleep?
We know it's definitely Roxas because he had Oblivion, because for a minute I was like, wait, what if it's just Ven? And then I was like, no, that's a Roxas.
I told you it was
Keyblade,
gonna fall.
and I'm sorry.
Or we're still extremely, slightly, technically not sure that it's not Shion.
Yes, technically, it could be Shion. The thing that's, like, weirdly concerning about that shot is if you pause it and look in the background, the cliff face has a window. Like, a beautiful architecture, chiseled window. My assumption is, like, it was supposed to be a reveal that, like, the Badlands are Daybreak Town fossilized, but I couldn't match that specific window to any architecture in anywhere that made sense. I checked, Twilight Town and Daybreak Town and a little bit of Radiant Garden. I didn't check Radiant Garden, it's hard. So I don't know what that was. That was some weird stuff. What if Ven mugged Roxas?
That's mean though.
Actually, if Venitas mugged Roxas, it would make sense.
Well,
There is technically, like, it's not impossible that it was Venitas with... How do you tell Venitas apart from Roxas if Roxas is possessed? I'm just upset and confused. Yeah, oh, there she is! Peter Pan? Wendy, are you alright? I've come to rescue you with my new lost boys. No,
oh, no.
No. Come on, let's get off this leaky old tub and do some exploring. We'll never grow up. This is not rushed exposition. Listen, Peter, I have something to tell you. I want to go home to France.
Shut up. That was one time.
I'm never letting you live it down. What are you talking about? Why would you want to do that? You'd have to turn into a grown-up. Besides, going on adventures is a lot more fun. If you go back to London, you'll have to leave the nursery. You'll grow up and we'll never see each other again. See, that's the more serious argument you should be making. I know, Peter, but I still want to go home. I came to rescue you, and you don't care if you ever see me again? No, you don't understand. Suit yourself, and while you're at it, rescue yourself. I'm leaving, because I'm a bitch.
Hey, wait a minute.
There he goes. Peter.
Not very thoughtful, is he? What do we do now? Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we think of something once we get up on deck?
That doesn't make any sense, I think.
Well, there's still trouble waiting outside. Wendy, you stay here. We'll try to create a distraction.
Alright, be careful.
Maybe if you stay here, Peter will change his mind and come back.
Tinkerbell is just there being fucking smug. I would like to read aloud, "Are you leaving me for puberty?" That was the conversation that Peter had. I agree, bad cutscene timing, so now the conversation is moving in directions. I agree, the window, especially the lattice over the window is very Middle Eastern. I don't know if it's like a broken piece of Agrabah, like, remember End of the World and how it was like pieces of things? I don't know if it's related to that or related to like broken fragments of the Book of Prophecies or something. But I do definitely agree with that. Shion asks about Shion. And the box art is something I had on my list. I am glad that they had all of the trios. Shion and Naminé being on the box art, frankly, in my opinion, just confirms that they're probably going to come back by the end of the game as their own people, but I already assumed that. I didn't think Square had it in them to permakill anyone like, permakill characters like that, I guess. And you know, everyone was with their own little trios, and Naminé was sitting by herself because fuck the Lost Trio, apparently.
Naminé's not allowed to have friends.
Naminé's just not allowed to have friends. It also might speak of Naminé's, like, poignant plot relevance and OP-ness over the course of it. Like, her power set was concerning before, like, Key and stuff, and it just got more concerning, and, like, the way her powers have most recently been defined as people whose power to manipulate people's hearts who are connected to Sora, like, that therefore does include technically Xehanort, because, like, it's not a positive connection, but it's a connection. I don't know about that. I didn't notice the holding hands and I was staring at it a while. I would have to look at it again. Because I was actively just having trouble finding Terra's hands. Like, their hands were, like, disappearing into nothingness. Although as much as I like the box art, I have to admit, I thought it was funny that Nomura just went, I'm not drawing anyone's organization coat boots. You just put a railing there, like, nope, you don't get feet. I'm not dealing with this.
We forgot to look up the, bonus room stuff.
Oh, that's something we should do between episodes anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes, it does give Naminé power over basically everyone Sora has ever met. Yeah. Because Sora is so OP. Like, Naminé is only as OP as she is because Sora is, like, OP in the precise way that makes her OP, I guess. And cutscene, so bookmark. Phew, we finally made it out.
There you are, you rascals.
You have to be pirate here.
I'm working on it. I'll teach you to play stowaway on my ship. Friends of Peter Pan, I'll wager.
Are we his friends?
He sure didn't seem to think so. Yeah, the way he took off like that, he even ditched Wendy. I'm not finished talking yet. How dare you ignore me and plot behind me back, uncivilized brats? You're in cahoots with Peter Pan, no mistake. little, what, Scottish? I don't know. If you say so. Either way, you're gonna let us off this ship. And Wendy's coming with us. Think again, you scallywags. Hook's one step ahead of you. Whoops, bye, Wendy.
Hi, bye.
Wendy. Any trouble? And Wendy takes a long walk off the plank. I can speak words.
No one. That's a lie. No one can speak words.
No.
You wouldn't.
Believe me, I'd rather not. After all, I need Wendy to bait that blasted Peter Pan.
Then I'll just have to take the bait, you old codfish!
Exclamation point.
Peter! Here I am, Hook. Miss me? Because suddenly I have action movie dialogue?
Insolent brat. Today's the day you pay for taking me hand.
Uh-oh.
Oh. You've made a fool of me for the last time, Pan. I'll cleave you to the brisket. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, I actually, like, Sora loves pirates. He loves Jack. I wonder, like, if after, like, going straight from Pirates of the Caribbean to Neverland, he'd be like, I'm conflicted. Like, that is just the joke now. Sora is literally a pirate in Tree, so, like, I don't know what he's up to. Like, I don't know what he thinks he's doing up in this. But the Darkling on the cover, that was actually something I wanted to go over. Also, not only is there a Darkling that is holding, like, straight up holding Lux, that's, like, ambiguously a gargoyle or just a Darkling sitting on top of the tower. It's not wearing the standard Darkling outfit. It has the hood, but it doesn't have, like, the cross bits, like the normal Darkling clothes. It appears to be wearing specific clothes for someone else. I couldn't match it because I was sure I would find it matching one of the key kids. But I didn't, like, for a minute I was like, did Ephemera become a Darkling? Am I gonna be sad?
Why did he use it all zeros?
Because he's a dick.
I'm gonna. No, thank you.
So that's most of the cover stuff. We got
random values. I just broke one of his slates.
This motherfucker!
With a thing.
That was very impolite. We got, another thing that popped up, stepping away from the cover art, although by all means everyone, like, if something we talked about, you have something, like, just bring up whatever, I will probably respond to the comments before I respond to what I add on my lists. Hey! Chrissy!
Oh, hey!
What is crack-a-lackin', home slice, bread slice,
First try.
rum slice? Happy Talk Like a Pirate Day? We have returned to the normal order of things, and that is not getting murdered by Rika repeatedly.
Not sponsored by Gatorade.
So one of the new scenes that was added was, and I now understand why Nomura said the original trailer was non-canon. It's because he was wearing his KH2 clothes on his KH3 clothes. the updated version of that scene in the current trailer, he has his new outfit. Anyway.
Thanks, Peter. We owe you one.
Well, at first I thought I'd let you handle it, but it really looked like you needed my help. But, hey, you three did pretty good, though, I guess.
Patronizing buttface.
Wendy, about London, are you sure you won't change your mind? Peter, I'm sorry, but I really want to go home. I was afraid of that. Everyone grows up, and grown-ups always forget. First you forget what it feels like to be young, and then you'll forget about me. How can you say such a thing, Peter? I'll never ever forget you. Sure, that's what you think now, but when you try to remember me, the memories will be gone. Pertinent metaphors! You'll forget, little by little, one memory at a time. Once you grow up, there won't be a single memory left.
Don't say that. Memories, even important ones, don't come back to us whenever we want them to. But that doesn't mean the memories are gone. It's more like they're sleeping. Like Ven. So when the right thing comes along and wakes the memory up, we can remember it. Like Shion. The memories engraved in our hearts never go away. I'm sure of it.
He's right, Peter. Never, huh? It's funny, I thought everybody who left Neverland forgot all about it. But I have a feeling, I have a feeling you guys just might be different. Okay, Sora. If you say we'll meet again, I'll believe you. Oh, Peter.
No, I want bread.
I hate you. Let's go, Wendy. Paris is waiting.
I deserve that. It was one time.
Goodbye, Sora. I'll be waiting to see what you look like all grown up. Well, he gets like a whole inch taller and wears a lot of plaid. Konnichiwa, Elite Dratini. I am assuming you are the person who I am assuming you are. As a person I know who has had that same handle since middle school. Hello, friend.
What's the matter, Tink? We now have Fey magic. This must be a gift from Peter. Because...
Tinkerbell doesn't have autonomy and can't make her own decisions?
Nope.
Maybe he's not such a thoughtless guy after all. What the fuck? Did a Moogle just fall from the sky?
Apparently.
Ow!
Another gift from Peter?
Tink has trapped herself in the Shadow Realm. What's the big idea? And the Moogle just flies away. What an asshole. Oh. Alright, we made our way through that world in an appropriate amount of time. Let's hopefully be able to take out the next one too. Although now we're starting to get to the plot worlds.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. Shit's about to get roll. The scene where he picks up Ericus's Keyblade, I actually wonder if it has to do with, because it's not at the very beginning of the game, because he has this new outfit, and we know he just actually starts with the old outfit. Especially with what Goofy says, because Goofy drops a good old, may your heart be your guide and key.
Yeah. That's not
There have been theories about Sora losing his Keyblade, so I wonder if, like, he then picks up Ericus's for a while.
Do we just give Ericus's Keyblade to whoever doesn't physically have their own Keyblade at the moment?
I sure hope so.
Ven is playing right now. Our game plan is Ven is gonna play through as Sora, and then when we get to Riku's side, in a week or two, I'm gonna play through as Riku.
Maybe Riku doesn't want to fight with you anymore.
Why would you just randomly assume that? Careful, you never know where Riku might be hiding. That is the optimist pessimism left-right punch.
Oh boy, one of my favorite scenes.
Oh!
Here we go.
So what's going on, Vexen?
Playing. Not playing.
Your Riku was supposed to counter Sora. What's he waiting for? Where is he?
He's hiding somewhere to lure Sora deeper into the castle, right? I suppose we should just leave it at that, you know.
Aha!
They're giving him the hardest of times.
The amount
Never
of
guessed that.
just salt
So
and
sorry,
sass.
Vexen.
Silence!
Predictable response. Forget it. Men without hearts are so boring.
You're one to talk. As if you have such a heart to speak of yourself.
That's enough.
Sup, Marley.
And-
I'm sorry. Sup, Felicia. For those who missed it, or who are just joining us
Vexen.
for the first time,
The
we
simple
renamed
fact is that your
Marluxia
project was a
Felicia.
failure.
Because of Bye Felicia.
You'd
The
best
saying is
not
now Bye
disappoint us
Marluxia.
again.
Disappoint you? You go too far. In this organization, you're
Now
number
for the
enough.
scene,
I'm number
the
4 and I
single
will
shot in
not
the show
have
that
you.
makes it weirdly apparent that Vexen is so much taller
I've
than
been
Marluxia,
entrusted
and it's
this
weird.
castle and nominate by our leader. Defying me will be seen as treason against the organization.
Traitors are eliminated. I believe that's what the rules say.
Who needs a half-baked good-for-nothing
I
anyway?
understand what's happening now with the graphics.
Vexen,
I learned a thing.
you cannot win against Sora.
Pity to be so ignorant.
I am intrigued, but
As
I'm
you're
just
only able to
enjoying
see
this
the
so much
surface.
that
I
I don't.
know,
should
I
not
know. Look
expect you
at
to
how
appreciate
tall
my
he
true
is.
might.
Marluxia's so intimidating, and Vexen is
Then let us watch as you prove it.
like at a solid 4 more inches.
None of us wish to be suspicious of a
Oh, I
comrade.
suppose we should also be saying hi,
Your
Lorium.
insincerity is comforting.
Sup, Lorium.
How does his hair fit in that?
You
Look,
give a
he bobby
challenge like
pins
that
it
to
back. He has
Vexen
an
and
elaborate
he'll
system, so when he pulls it
seriously
back,
No,
it just
it's
flows.
it's like Kurama. He
That would be
uses
an
plants
unfortunate
to
day
hold
to
it
Oh,
back.
yeah. There we go. Is
Salt
this also the
nominee.
cutscene where Marluxia is like vocabulary unnecessary time? I believe it is.
Yes.
What to do? Your hero is soon to be wiped from existence. But I believe there is a certain promise that he made you. Isn't that right, Namine?
Yes.
Oh, I was wrong. This was not vocab time.
Okay.
Naminé just spent her whole childhood in the timeout chair.
And that must mean we've lost 10
Whoops.
whole floors worth of our memories. Sora, it's still not too late. Don't you think we should turn back?
Can't do it. Because that
I
would break an old promise
Frost. The
that I
phrase
made.
"Frosty Science Dad"
An
was
old
said.
promise?
I just need to repeat that.
What
I know
would
that's
that
been
be?
said on the stream before, but it always needs repeated.
On the islands,
I thoroughly
promise
enjoy
Naminé
Frosty Science Dad. I'm
that I'd keep
very,
her safe,
very
no matter
glad
what.
that Steve was either wrong
forgot it.
or fooled me.
I didn't remember until I started forgetting everything else.
I realize
A promise between the two of us.
I forgot that like I've watched the trailer so many times now,
That's
and of
why
like so much shit happened. I
can't
forgot
leave.
that like just Demix and
Now that I
Vexen
remember
being
the
there is
promise,
news for a second.
have to keep
Like,
it.
oh right, they were just confirmed. Like,
Of course.
I don't. So too many
We
things.
understand, Sora.
I had such whiplash from that trailer.
Yeah, it was so many. Beautiful Science Dad and sassy Bard Boy. Oh, we actually, speaking of Rapaku, we didn't really go over, he was officially confirmed as the person, like what we talked about last time. I narrowed it down to 3, so I'm gonna say I wasn't wrong, but I also wasn't right, because if I had to pick a guess, I was guessing it was Vanny.
Hello, Bastion, here we go.
Ah, heck. We got, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to be talking, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I go back on into Loreland.
I'm hearing voices. I wonder who it is. Apparently Goofy is schizophrenic. Shh. I think something's wrong. But Belle, I don't understand. I came here to rescue you.
Beast. I did not ask you to come. And it doesn't matter anyway. I'm not going back with you, so you're wasting your time.
Belle, do you know what you're saying? How can you stay here with that witch?
I have nothing more to say. Now leave before she finds you.
Oh, he's so depressed. Belle, why? I'm not sure what's going on, but is everything okay?
Don't feel bad. There must be a reason she said those things.
Keep it. Sorry. Keep your sympathy. No one could ever care for a beast like me.
I just would like to read, Beast, I've set our relationship status to complicated.
Poor guy. Sure wish there was something we could do for him.
I'd also like to make the shitpost of, like, if you're going by the live adaptations, that there's a whole lot of weird context, and suddenly Belle and Maleficent hanging out makes a lot less confusion. I could have said made more sense, but that would have been more grammatically sound. So I didn't.
Oh. No.
Directly into the Heartless.
In my defense, I'm confused.
We got, so anyway, so Repliku, we got Repliku confirmed. We've been toting that for a while here on the channel, so, you know, it was a long time coming, but they still managed to throw me with it because the way he's talking, I am, like, he says, and I quote, we were always trying to one-up each other to Sora after Sora yells, like, you're, like, Sora's like, you're not fucking Riku, bro.
Riku would never do something like this.
Yeah, I'm concerned that Repliku's memories got refucked, and that makes me just sad.
There is a small chance that it's, data Riku, isn't there?
There's also, like, it could be Repliku. It is not impossible that it's data Riku, especially since another thing on the list to bring up that we haven't talked about yet is the coded bugs. For those of you who actually played coded or
why was there so much lightning?
That was
some absurd. Ow. So I need that guy to not do that.
You've officially gotten to Heartless have really high numbers.
Yeah, I noticed. Oh, I wanna smack that.
For those of you who've played, yep, the cubes! For those of you familiar with Coded, it all revolved around these red block bugs. Like, they were just red cubes with a distinct pattern that were the bugs in the journal. And if, the footage in Big Hero 6, which of course it's a movie about AI, so it would make sense, you're fighting master hand made out of coded bugs, what is what it looked like, as well as there were just several around in the city. Therefore, the likely, like, it could be Jiminy's Journal Riku, which would certainly be a thing. Cube game, it back.
I like Cube game.
And,
I have Cube game, I wanna play Cube game.
Cube game is good.
I need to finish playing Days.
So, I don't know what the ramifications of that is. I don't know if it was passive-aggressively just shove, put in there to, like, put, like, you should have played Coded, like, to everyone who was like, Coded's the one that doesn't matter and you can skip, right?
No.
To the people, for, like, the layers of, like, how deep you've gone into Kingdom Hearts Hell, like, I played the number titles, that's fine, but, like, there's, like, the next level of, like, most people down here are still like, Coded's not that important. But then, they put notes in here. That's less like I have an answer to this conundrum. That's just like, well, that was a thing in case you didn't notice that was problematic. no. Oh no. Either way, it's problematic, and there are more reasons.
They were both Beyblades.
We can't. Hold all these things. I just want to play Beyblade with Goofy and Heartless. So we haven't talked about, there's the scene where Isar shows up on the Twilight Town Tower to talk to Lee, and Lee is obviously shocked about this. This could be anything from, you know, Isa being like, no, I'm still trying to take over the organization like the good old days, Buddy Chum Pal. It could be like him trying to tempt Lee into joining the organization. It could just be him being gay. I don't know. Especially since we don't really have a lot of context for that, or like when it happened. One of the things I wanted to talk about was Venny and Vren friends.
Is this Reigns?
It is now.
Good.
It is now.
I need to watch that one.
Actually, speaking of that, that was another thing that got announced. Quick tangent from the point I was going to make. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns, otherwise known as Yu-Gi-Oh! VR, Kingdom Hearts VR experience has been announced. I don't know if it's necessarily a full game, like, adapted to be VR so much as dicking around in Kingdom Hearts with a Oculus Rift mod, basically. I mean, it's not a mod, it's an official release, but I don't think it has, like, the full cutscene narrative or anything. It's run around with a cute lady in VR. Yeah. That was the thing that was announced. I believe it's called, it's not something I wrote down, it's something I forgot about, because there were so many things! I believe it was called Kingdom Hearts VR Experience. If you look up anything that was announced at Tokyo Game Show so far, it's one of the things that have been announced.
I know that there's like some kind of interactive music thing going on with the VR.
Oh, okay.
Like
we
a
got
cool music thing in a 3D space, but that's all I know.
I saw the trailer clip of just running around beating things with the Keyblade in first person, with various random world backdrops. Like, I saw some KH1 Hollow Bastion, I saw some Coliseum, like, yes! They have, the BBS novel is getting an official localization finally. That doesn't come out until 2 months after the game, in March. I think that puts a lot of stock in the, like, well, it looks like we're acknowledging Vanitas' tragic backstory in the game now, thing, as well as potentially the rating issue. New trailer came out, and the box has been released, and we still don't have an ESBR rating. So that's always concerning. Blah, 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 blah. The other big, like, things to look forward to announcement is, Saturday, the 22nd, this Saturday, at 11:50, basically at midnight between Saturday and Sunday, the Square show at TGS is gonna run. It's, like, closer to actual noontime in Japan, but, you know, time zone. And that's going to be the segment with Sora and Aqua's voice actors, which, as I've been toting, is more likely going to be a scene with Vanitas and Aqua talking, especially after the last trailer. Right now, I keep getting different sets of information. I saw a place that seemed more confident that we were getting a like live reading, but. Most of the information I've seen, just knowing that the voice actors are going to be there and be helping announce things. They announced, I couldn't find any images, but they announced Kingdom Hearts soon. Ooh. It's probably more likely just Donald, Mickey, Goofy in their Kingdom Hearts outfits, I think. But if there's a Sora Zoom, I want it.
Well, I
we
mean,
have the medals.
in the some game in Japan, they have Sora, Riku, Kairi, Aqua.
I want those. And we have medals with Sora and Riku, and I want them.
I want all the Heartless ones.
Yes.
They were adorable.
And that has been your random shit to look forward to as far as Kingdom Hearts upcoming news is. We'll have more on that next week on Wednesday when all of that's finished happening, because technically TGS proper still hasn't started. Because Square. Because Square. Okay, the chest replica,
I need to temporarily ditch the eye patch because it's making my glasses, dig in my eyes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
One of the
Everything is so bright. I can see.
I can fight! I'm sorry. It's always appropriate to
I'm a
score
little
fairly
sad that I didn't wait until I started, like, failing really bad and went like, alright, let's go. I fought all the way up here and this was a dead-end room. I'm really angry.
You need to look at the map.
I do. Well, I didn't think that. Gosh darn it. I hate this.
You also need to stop fighting everything.
I was trying not to fight everything. They were right on top of me all the time.
So we got,
you know
Ven,
what?
we had Venny and Ven, after...
There won't be anything to fight in this room.
Seemingly just fucking coup de grace aqua.
Seemingly.
By seemingly, I mean, he pretty much definitely just coup de grace aqua. With him, talking to Ven's corpse, for lack of a better word, and being upset about that. It's almost certain that all of that happened before Monsters, Inc., and that's why he runs off to go harass Sora to get Ven back, because he finds Ven empty and is like, this is incorrect, what the fuck, guys? Oh, there's also the dialogue I read between Ansem and Luxord. Wondering, like, maybe they're talking about Vanitas? Question mark? I don't know. But, like, if you zoom in on Sora, that's technically 5 people, so you know.
Ansem and Briggs?
Yeah, what did I say?
Luxord.
I'm wrong. Ansem and Briggs. We got, but you got Ven perched, or you got Vanny perched on top of Ven's chair, calling him brother, and you got Science Dad, you got a Frosty Science Dad, and if you look at the worlds we have in this game, you know, you got Big Hero 6, you got Tangled, you got Frozen, and those are all, like, big family things, so I'm guessing we're gonna be getting some family angst time up in this game, I'm looking forward to that. That's a prediction I've been making for a while because I've noticed the trend in worlds like, looking down my list of things that I wrote down that I didn't read in order because why would I do that? That would be convenient. Oh, of course, the last big thing relevant to what we were just talking about was the scene of Sora diving into Ventus. You have Sora in front of Ven's dive to Heart. That is probably Sora in the process of waking up Ven. Christian suggests Sora's mother makes an appearance as a new Seeker of Darkness.
Oh my... Plot twist, Sora's mother is Strelitzia.
I will leave. I will leave. I will just leave. Cool. That's most of me notes. I had a shitpost on the brain that I was gonna make, and I no longer remember what it was. But I had a thought the other day about Monsters, Inc. World, and suddenly realizing the implications of the doors to closets in Kingdom Hearts. I don't really think about that part before, but like a world of magical doors that go to other worlds. It's one of those, like, at first glance I was like, wow, Monsters Inc. is so random of a choice, and then it was like, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. So that was pretty exciting. Ye mateys. I feel like I haven't said that something piratey in long enough. Arg. Yo-ho. Why is the rum gone?
Why is the rum gone? The rum is all Gatorade, and I'm drinking it all.
Now we could always talk more about Luxord. He did specifically state no one knows what's in the box. That's why we want the box, which has some implications, I suppose.
Ooh, that's a shiny. What does recovery star mean?
That means it's the highest possible.
That's nice.
It's A++. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that, Christian, energy, the negative energy thing from Monsters Inc. because a lot of the trailers with Vanitas have him, you know, holding the scream energy, kind of being like, like, the scene literally goes in the older trailer, like, he's like, well, I got a bunch of fucking screams, because, like, I'm a terror, and people were like, you did it wrong, you did it too much, too many scream. My personal favorite being the comic with, Vanitas holding the scream tank saying, this pretty much sums up my entire existence.
What should I buy?
Obviously the more expensive ones have higher number things.
Should I try for cure or should I try for attacks?
You know, I think we could benefit for a higher cure. So I would
Okay.
try the higher magic first. Because we have a pretty solid attack set. I hate everything. Oh god! Oh, that was so...
What?
Christian says Vanitas gets double energy. People scream and then he laughs.
You're not wrong.
If the box is empty, I will honestly not be surprised, although I will be disappointed a person is not in the box, because that is a person-shaped box. However, the box being empty, like, fits the conversation Luciu and, Master of Masters have, where he's like, oh, okay, I'll tell you, leans in, and Luciu's just like, but why though? But why though? And he just goes, you'll see. So, thanks Ray Chase for that. I don't know. Well, what do you got, friends? We got like lots of extra friends up in the chat today.
We do. I'm excited.
We got so many people. I'm sorry to Dratini that I think we've expended our actual screen time for the episode. I don't know if we're gonna get any more in after we beat Molly up in here. So I think then after this floor we're gonna go fight scientists. We're gonna go fight Frosty Dad.
This is the wrong room.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. At least it was a Moogle room, so it didn't waste, you know,
Yeah.
all of the.
I understand your problem. I am sorry. I am deeply sorry. It be trollin'. It just be trollin'.
I'll use an almighty darkness. I don't care.
You're going to eat those words. You're gonna eat those words with a fork, alright? With a fork! Or you know what? With a spoon. Here, eat your words. There you go. I've knocked so many things over. Okay, it's fine.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. I'm never fine. Nope. Okay. Man, we got really far, in a really short amount of time, all things considered. It's only 9 and we're halfway through all Bastion.
It's because I stopped fighting everything in a 3-mile radius.
Doing our training off-screen like champs. I think one of the things that I'm on. Any thoughts on Sora using the Toy Story Keyblade in the Frozen boss fight? I mean, that, if we really wanted to, we could piece together the world order by, like the order you visit the world in with,
Assuming they didn't backtrack.
Assuming they didn't backtrack. But it's probably early footage, so the second time around footage will be used in the trailer. Who are you? Were you kidnapped too?
Oh, not exactly. It's a long story. Wait. So you've been kidnapped? You don't want to be here?
Yes. No, I don't really want to be here. That witch forced me to come here. I have no one to talk to. Books are all I have to ease my loneliness.
There's a lot of books because Enzo lives here.
And then there's him. Oh, I've missed him so much. Is anyone else confused about the irony of, like, this is what Beast did to her in his movie? Like, I'm confused.
You mean the Beast? Then why were you so mean to him before? Yeah, you really hurt his feelings.
You don't understand. I can't let him see how I really feel.
Why not?
It's just that... Exclamation point! Oh no, she's coming! Hide, quick!
Question mark?
There's no time to explain. Quick, hide!
I love all the moving bookcases.
Oh, hello. To what do I owe this visit? He was here, yes? He risked his life to save, to come into the stress of being Molly is too hard. He risked his life to come and save you. Why did you reject him? I won't ask for his help. Oh, and why is that? You know very well why. I'm not going to fall into your trap. Get good, bitch. Then I will have no choice but to make you beg for his help. Dramatic gesture! I think my sarcastic voice is more Maleficent-y than my Maleficent voice.
No, she got away. What should we do? Help her, of course. What else?
Sorry about that. Thoughts on the Toy Story Keyblade and Frozen boss fight? I noticed that less admitted. Yeah, it does that. It spits you out to the adjacent room, not the room you're in. It sucks. I'm sorry. You're so mad. You're so mad.
It's the wrong room.
Yes, it is. Now you gotta go down to that glowy one that you have to go right round like a record baby to get to, probably all the way around to get to. I'm sorry. So the, I didn't notice the Toy Story Keyblade as much as, the, obvious piratiness in Tangled. But I guess that means that Toy Story happens earlier in the line of events, which makes sense to me, because I've recently watched the Toy Story cutscenes from the live demo, that's been floating around. So, it seemed earlier in the timeline. It obviously, actually, it almost certainly was, because it was like Sora remembering about the costume change for the first time.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it's like the first world.
Yeah. Coliseum is, because he has his KP2 costume.
That's a good point.
That's
okay,
the
so
only
it's second.
Yeah, so it's probably second, outside of, like, you go to Twilight Town and Hollow Bastion and all that, like, 8 times a game, so, I mean, that's pretty normal, him getting a Keyblade from the, you know, you get the Keyblade at the end of the world, and then you get to use it, or like in the middle of it, and then you get to use it in the next world until you get the next one.
What I noticed in the trailer was that he had the, Toy Story Keyblade the second he summoned its Keyblade in Toy Story World.
Oh, and it flips over. Yeah. I haven't, like I said, I haven't paid enough attention to the boss fight to notice.
in the cutscene in, I think, the game demo trailer, the game demo, he already had that.
Well, the demo...
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, the demo is gonna be cheaty because they want to show off the mechanics, and he has, like... and also, it lets them not give away what we're piecing together now by being like, you're in Toy Story, have the Toy Story Keyblade, don't worry about it.
That's fair.
Yeah,
There's been so many trailers recently, I can't keep them.
Well, Golden Pelt makes a good point, and so far he's always had the Keyblade for that world in the trailer. He wasn't Toy Story Sora when he had the Keyblade though, so that might tie the pirate costume to the summon and not the use of the pirate Keyblade.
This is true.
Or it just being you can be a pirate whenever you want, which is what I want. I was also getting the like they might change it so that you get the Keyblade at the beginning of the world, but like in the game so far, you know, it's not always the next Keyblade you get is better.
I did it.
You did it. You have one of every.
I'm gonna use one.
That made me sad. You did it too fast for me to stop you. You broke the combo.
I'm sorry, I needed a 7+.
You got, oh geez, Rick. What are you waiting for? Call him! No, I won't let you hurt him! Then I shall make you scream! The fool will come running the moment he hears your cries! Sora, you're
Enough!
IK. You're IK. This is also a little
The
drunk.
beast isn't the only one you have to deal with.
Be gone! Be gone, thought! You have no business here! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have broke Ben. I regret nothing. Unless, of course, you wish to join in the screaming. This is perfect! When that brute hears your shriek of terror, he'll come right to me, men. Maleficent's like all up on Vanny's game right now.
Oh. Don't trouble yourself.
You're here! No, you mustn't! I told you to leave this place. Leave me alone. I never want to see your face again.
Belle. What an awful thing to say. Alright, if that's how you feel, I understand. My hideousness is punishment for being selfish and unable to love. I was made into a monster, loved by no one, and I only became more selfish. That is, until I met you, Belle. You're the only person who accepted me. Little by little, you warmed my cold, selfish heart. The memories of our days together are my most precious. I won't cast them aside. So I'm sorry, but I can't leave you here, even if you hate me for it. Consider it my final selfish act.
Oh, Beast. Well, well. I never dreamed such ugliness could hide so beautiful a heart. This calls for a change of plan. Beast, I shall claim your heart instead of Belle's.
Is Beast now a princess of heart?
Oh, please! Apparently. I mean, this is based off of Sora's memory. Do you really think he can remember the logistics of Princess of Heart?
No. Bye!
Marluxia. Well, so much for the change of plan. Belle's heart it is, after all. It seems her cold words spoke little of her true feelings. Ah ha ha! She loves you, Beast. That's not a thing you love. I can feel it shining in her heart.
You fiend! Release Belle's heart at once! Where are you? She went that way. That's the way the shadows fled. Because I'm observant enough to notice that. What are you doing
I mean,
here?
he does fight things that melt into the floor a lot. No time to talk. We gotta go after them right away.
You'd help me? You bet. After what you just said, we gotta help you. Let's go get Belle's heart back. Right.
First of all, excuse you, 9th Princess of Heart, the 8th one is here. Back to original point,
oh goodness.
there are plenty of Keyblades that sort of like
I forgot how to glide.
You, oh, and then hold?
No, oh. Shut up.
You're trying to do the BABS air dash and not glide, that's why.
That is objectively why. It's fine. Where the flip?
I had words in brain. About the
Where's
Keyblades, get out.
No.
Like, there are Keyblades that are statted in a way that, like, they're better if you prefer casting a lot of magic versus just punching things or have certain abilities you might favor, so choosing arbitrarily to be like, I like the weird ability that Toy Story has, especially since they now come with, like, all of the extra combos and transformations. The ability to choose, I'm going to stick with this older Keyblade even though its numbers are lower because, its combo is easier for me to use, it favors magic even though its strength doesn't go up, so on and so forth. I don't find that too weird. Although it is in stark contrast to everything we have seen so far. So that is a good point. And then I had another shitpost, and I don't remember what it was. Oh! Since we have so many new people today, for those who aren't aware, I'm really bad at doing impressions of Donald Duck. In the recent DuckTales reboot, there was an episode where Donald Duck is forced to consume this voice changey box that gives him a normal voice for a time, where he is voiced by Don Cheadle, aka War Machine from Marvel Avengers, the MCU. And so I decided that in order to voice Donald, I would only be War Machine Donald at all times. To give some context on that inside joke.
Oh goodness.
For anyone who didn't understand the Paris thing, this was a reference to when we did our KH1 stream. Ben looked at Big Ben and asked if we were in Paris, and this is now and is now.
Is this Paris?
So I apologize for all of our in jokes, or friend memes as some call them.
Clearly, this is just reasons you should go back and watch our other stuff.
I think Christian may have just made best friends with Sojourn because Lady Luck for Life was just said in the chat.
I need a red. You're a red.
Right. That's wrong. I was about to say right red round. That's not how that works.
No.
That is incorrect. We have so many zeros. There are 3 of those zeros.
Yes.
Oh, you used 1. I didn't see that. I was like, what? I'm not. Hi. I'm lay tired. I have a pirate.
I thought you were
on.
Vanitas.
You are not Frosty. I mean, you are Frosty Science now, but you're not right now.
It's the break.
You've done well to make it this far, Beast, but as your reward, I'll tell you why Belle rejected you. I added so many words. My dark magic requires hearts of the utmost beauty. Belle was perfect. Deep in her heart, her love for you shone with uncommon radiance. But she guessed my plan. By denying her love for you, she put her heart beyond my reach. How to beat dark magic. How to beat the darkness. Be a tsundere.
Is that Roxas's magic power? But she saved me. She protected me. She couldn't hide how she really felt. I've heard enough. Release her heart, now! If you don't... Do not try my patience.
Don't you realize why I'm telling you all of this? Did you think it was out of kindness? I did just say it was, but fuck you. I did it to erase your doubts. Now your heart is beginning to shine with love for Belle. I shall have your heart too, you monster! That's how that works.
Not if we stop you.
You dare to challenge me, pitiful fools! I'm sorry, the chat be on fire tonight. I'm not keeping up.
I look forward to reading the chat when I watch the replay.
I'm sorry, I have to read Go Punch Luxord cause a lady be I'm sorry, Go Punch Luxord cause luck be a lady tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Our dear Shion has made the Begone Thoughts meme text bubble edit for tonight's episode. Go follow us on Twitter to see our lovely Shion, our social media master, post terrible memes of the stupid things we say. That's Seeks of Dorkness. At Seeks of Dorkness. I don't know how Twitter works. This is why we have
Seeks of Dorkness at twitter.com.
That's how you do it. Okay. Okay. I also got a who what now from one of our viewers, and there is lag, so it came without context, and I know I said about 8 different things that could have been confusing, so if you would like actual clarification, I don't mind if you poke me again. I in fact encourage this. I apologize. We're fighting a dragon. We're fighting the easiest version of the dragon, though.
The amount of I don't need that.
The big fancy zero. It clears the fire if you fuck up really bad with the fire. Like that's what its real purpose is.
Let's see.
There. Or I thought, yeah. Okay. I was like, I at least like. So you actually can like get out of the range in this one. You can't in the original Game Boy or in any of the other ones. Like that's the thing.
You know, this is another one that when translated to 3D got significantly easier.
It's because they refused to change, so it's not that because they translated it to 3D, but because they translated it to the same 3D space as the original game. If they had reshaped this room to match the linear format of the Game Boy, then it wouldn't.
I like how I said this is so easy, and then got immediately destroyed by fire. She at least made it interesting.
She did. It did not translate well into circular, I guess. They tried really hard to keep the room the same shape as KH1, but if they had made it more platformy shaped like they did in the Game Boy version, then it probably would have held up more. Gasps all around.
Welcome back, Marluxia. Bo. That was a noise. And now we're just gonna slow dance for a while. Thank goodness.
Please forgive me. I had to be cruel to you. But no matter how I tried, I couldn't hide my true feelings.
I'm the one who should apologize for doubting you. I never want to remember feeling that way. So angry, so alone.
Then don't. Let's replace the sad memories with happier ones, starting now.
Belle. There they go with the mushy stuff. Oh, yuck. Yeah, I think it's time we got on our way.
Good idea. Let's keep moving. I'd also, I had a thought, and I no longer remember what it was, and instead I'm going to read out loud, because my thought was wiped with, acquired yellow eyes, black dragon. I was gonna shitpost about something Beasterbell said, but no, I remember what I was going to say. I wanted to yell, like, you know, like gay, but like it's not gay. It's like, do I just yell like hetero? Like, how do you mean that?
I don't know, man.
Do I just yell get a room? That's what we used to have.
I think it is.
Okay. We also have, how do you tell if Maleficent gets snorted?
It's a good question.
You don't, I think, is the answer that we've come up with, and I apologize. I know it's impossible to tell. I do actually have piratey accoutrements today. I have the pirate coat on. It's just, whenever I, as Vanitas, wear black, it does turn into an endless void, and it is definitely because I am an unversed and has nothing to do with our bad light balancing.
Hi,
Who are
Vexen.
you? I
Frosty
am
Science
Vexen.
Boy.
I have come to collect your debt, Sora.
A debt? Sora, do you owe something to this guy?
What?
He's so concerned!
No way.
Come on, of course not. Oh, but you do. You owe me for reuniting you with your former friend. You don't mean... Indeed, I do.
He
Why
got
not?
that hourglass to rival Lee.
Mm-hmm. He has like
the one-
the second smallest
You're the
waist,
one
I
who's been
think.
controlling him.
It's
What have
either
you
the
done
second or
with him?
third. Larxene has the
I see no
smallest
need
because
to give you
she doesn't have
information
long
about where
ones.
Riku is.
Proportionately, because his shoulders are really broad. Like, it's probably wider around the middle than
trouble
Sora,
you in
but
your final
his
hour.
shoulders go out because he's like this strange Norwegian man. Sojourn, I am a dad!
I mean, he doesn't eat anything, so you know.
I
He's all just
apologize.
skin and bones.
Sojourn a while back had some things to say about Ienzo, and they got skipped over because there was a cutscene and like a backlog of chat. We got Ienzo grew up in this castle with all these hidden passages, moving bookcases. How awesome is he at hide and seek?
Running.
Very awesome. That, like, his boss fight is hide and seek. What do you think? I agree. That is probably why always holding tiny child hand.
I mean, we first meet tiny baby Enzo because he's run away from the castle, and Vexen is like, or Evan is just like, where the flip did the child go today? How many times do I have to tell you not to go skipping off?
We got a shitpost up in here saying Sora has a long-term standing gambling debt to Luxord after a bad bet on his Dream Eaters and Dream Drop Distance. The joke here is I'm not sure he doesn't actually have something like that with one of the Tui kids, or possibly like straight up show, because I know if you actually play through the Pokemon mini game in Traverse Town, which exists. That's like basically Pokemon Stadium.
I'm just gonna wait.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, he can't hit with Blizzard.
You
Nobody
can
can hit with
Use
Blizzard.
Boogie Boogie.
Right.
Hit the middle button and real quick. There you go.
Darn it. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
That actually didn't do that.
He recovered. Oh, run.
I'm pretty sure
I
a bunch
recovered.
of,
Right. Oh, you did. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure a bunch of obscure Tui characters have their names dropped, even though
I was
they
too
don't
slow.
actually show up.
Oh, it's fine. I don't want to die to Vexen.
You know, you can break his zeros.
I'm usually a...
Ogie's out. If you want to use the thing that lets you move while recharging, now would be a good time to do that, or like right after you do that, because now you're gonna waste it. That's okay.
I'm sorry. You told me to do... Don't tell me. It's fine.
Well, when I started telling you to do it, you hadn't started reloading, and then you got most of the way reloading before I finished my sentence. We're a great team, guys. We're good.
You don't come here to watch us be... Oh gosh. It's fine. Oh. Here you go.
Who would win? Team of castle guards and a mad scientist, a bouncing baby boy. The answer is the bouncing baby boy, in this case the end zone.
I shall freeze you.
No, you won't. You gotta wait until he runs out of
You
cards.
imbecile.
I've had enough of you! Oh shoot. Mistakes were made.
I'm sorry, mistakes were made.
Oh.
So,
It's fine. Hello, and welcome
I had a
to
bad
I run
thought. I'm gonna
around
knock on the
yelling,
other-
uh-oh. Why did you do that? What did you jinx this time?
nothing.
What did you do?
It's fine.
What did you do?
You imbecile.
Don't call me an imbecile, that's rude. Whoop. That was my own fault. Stop.
Oh, did you run out of running? Oh, wow.
Cause, like you said, I wasted the first one.
That's true.
Well, it's fine because we're both recharging. I'm gonna wait until he uses
Yeah.
that.
Bloop, 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 bloop,
I
bloop,
like
bloop,
watching
bloop,
him
bloop,
just...
bloop, bloop.
We're both waiting for the other person to do
Yo!
something.
Yo,
Because
defensive fighting.
he saw what I was doing, I saw what he was doing. Get out, stop, stop. Why didn't you...
Go heal.
I'm trying.
You imbecile.
They're not where I'm...
Also, I don't think he... No, he doesn't do it. Okay. Ah, fuck, berries.
You're pushing it.
There's nothing I can do about that. There we go.
Yeah. No good. I shall.
Oh,
You broke it, yeah.
I
It's-
did
it's
not
actually
expect
not
that.
high.
This is why I keep the 0 here.
Yep. I'm sorry I stopped commentating, everybody. It got intense. Like camping.
Yeah, here you go.
I had no idea how close I was to killing him. I was so focused on just my cards, I was seeing nothing of the rest of the screen. It was just the cards.
Zebrafish Cat shows up
Hi,
an hour
Zebrafish
and a half
Cat.
late with Starbucks. The answer to Ven's eye is Yarhar Fiddly D. Being a pirate is alright with everyone on today because it's National Talk Like a Pirate Day.
As I expected, you weren't one to die very
Ven
easily.
Ven
It was
is broken
close.
because he did not think he was going to beat that boss.
Not at all.
wouldn't be
Certainly
so
not
sure.
before 10 o'clock.
Apologies to
Notice.
Christian who was
I was
wearing
delving
headphones
deep
apparently.
into your memory as we
Sorry,
fought.
I don't usually get very loud.
Here,
Oh, that's true. We probably both yelled into your
Oh.
mic, which is ramped up.
crafted from all the memories that are locked
Sorry,
in the other
guys.
side of your heart.
The adrenaline. I'm a little sad that I didn't wind up dying tonight because we were gonna put all the stickers on my eye patch.
That we were.
You can imagine that. I got good.
In the
I
other
stopped
side-
dying 20 times in an episode.
We leveled up a bunch of times and only let him pick HP. Nah, I think it was just Reeks was the anti-Reek, or the anti-Ven. Even though that's my job,
Well,
I
it
guess.
helped.
I
It
guess.
helped that you fixed my deck. Because
Things go smoother.
no, I just had a bad deck.
Oh.
Remember that?
Oh,
look,
hey!
it's
Another,
Axel.
another dose of Axel.
They're just standing
If
there.
Sora disappears, that would mess up the organization's plans.
I trust that you know what you need to do.
Haven't a clue, really. Maybe you could spell it out for me.
Vexen has clearly committed a treasonous act against the organization. You must eliminate the traitor.
And yet they seem to
No
welcome
taking
him
that
back
back
into
later.
the true organization.
That's because Marluxia had a beef with Vexen and he got murdered, and Axel came back to Xemnas going, "Who the fuck murdered Vexen?" Oh, Marluxia.
A card made out of memories from the other side of your heart.
Because replicas.
I wonder what it does.
We'll find out soon enough. It's the only one we
It
have
still
left.
fascinates me
Oh.
No
that
other way to move forward.
Shit, I thought you went to Destiny Islands before you went to Traverse Town.
Nope, Destiny Islands is like the last world.
Okay. Well, heck, what floor are we on? We're on
We're on 11.
Oh shit. So next time we'll knock out 11, 12, no problem, and that'll give us the whole diddly damn day to do. So we'll get this done in 3 days. All right, or well, 3 weeks. The 3 rebel teens plot against Frosty Dad. The cutscene. I mean,
you're not wrong.
you're not wrong. Well, it looks like that's actually going to be it for the day. We got through 2 worlds and all of our bosses without any trouble. We got to lay it down dem
All
trailer
that lore
facts.
stuff.
Important facet of Axel, he requires verbal confirmation for assassination contracts. And his EULA indicates no take backsies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chrissy. Sorry, Zebra Fish Cat, you came right in at the end. I apologize.
Hey, thanks for coming
Thanks
anyway.
for coming
we're
anyway.
always happy to see you.
Yes, we're always happy to see you.
The more friends, the better.
And
Maybe one day we'll have 13 viewers.
and that day will be a good day, and then we will truly be the Seekers of Darkness.
Yup. Wait, do we only need 11 because there's 2 of us?
Possibly.
We'll set the bar low at 11.
Super thanks for Chrissy for being a champ and sitting through the hardcore Kingdom Hearts lore. And I know that is not when, like, yeah, I know I forced that game upon you once in high school. But yeah, no, we'll see everyone next week. Same time, same place. We'll be going through the next 2 worlds, hopefully then. More info on the whatever happens at Tokyo Game Show this weekend. With all the voice actors. As always, like, subscribe, ring the bell, follow us on the Twitter and or the Tumblr.
Tell your friends we're 20 away from getting 100 subscribers.
We're almost to a custom URL, guys. We're so close.
Almost there.
I get to remake business cards again.
Congratulations.
And also remember to check out Grumpy Witch. Links in the description for the game that me and the company I work for are actively working on. Your Metroidvania like platforming action.
Cute, angry little witch
Cute,
girl.
angry, sassy witch. We got new hand assets in.
Ooh.
And I assure you, it is not what you are expecting. When I say hands, because it's not her hands, it's master hands. It's pew pew hands. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. Just know that we have hands. Oh, and the Insta. That's right. We have an Instagram now. Thanks to Shion. I need to send you more things to put on it.
Oh yeah, I need to log on so I can stalk Steve.
And on that note, I think that's our wrap up. Thanks everyone for sitting around. Let me know in the comments on Twitter, what have you, any thoughts and feelings you have on the trailer, any new theories that come out after more time has elapsed and we all have that sudden realization about that pixel in the corner or something. You know how it goes, the Square Enix games. And save your tears, because we'll be back, ye mateys.